Megabonk is basically a 3D version of those vampire survivor style games, and what makes this one actually addictive is that it nails the one more run feeling through constant progression. You are always unlocking something, whether it's new characters, weapons, items, and every run feeds into this through 240 different quests that complete automatically as you play. But the real hook is that if you're doing well, you don't just finish a run after 10 minutes. You can keep pushing into deeper stages with your build still intact, seeing just how far you can take it. That's the thing that keeps people playing for dozens of hours without getting bored. So the basic loop is pretty straightforward. You pick a character, fight waves of enemies for about 10 minutes, collect experience, level up, and try to survive. But here is where it gets more involved than you might expect. First, you need to actually find the boss on the map before time runs out. If you wait until the timer hits 0, a final swarm shows up that's incredibly tough to survive. So the smart move is to spawn the boss early, and if you manage to kill it before the final swarm hits, you can actually progress to a deeper stage. This means your runs can extend way beyond the initial 10 minutes, and watching your character become more ridiculous as you go is genuinely satisfying. The map itself certainly has some quirks that make it more interesting than just running around a flat arena, because you're dealing with terrain that has hills, ramps and obstacles. There's even fall damage, which may sound minor, but it actually matters when you're trying to escape a horde and accidentally jump off something too high. The game requires you to think about where you're fighting, especially for that final swarm, where positioning really can make or break a run. The game's character system requires you to unlock both the character and the starting weapon separately, which gives you goals to work toward. During a run, you can pick up additional weapons anyway, so a sword user can grab a staff or bow. There is a catch though, and that's that you shouldn't just grab everything you see. If you spread yourself too thin across too many weapon types, then your build becomes weak. The game wants you to specialize in maybe 3 or 4 things maximum, and ignore the rest, because every time you level up, the upgrades you offered are based on what you've already picked. So it's a system that rewards planning and commitment. The game also has a chest system where you spend gold to open chests during runs, and these can upgrade in rarity if you're lucky, giving you better items. The items themselves have different synergies, so finding the combinations that work together is part of the fun. The progression between runs is where the game really shines. With 20 characters total and over 70 items, there is always something new to work toward. The quests complete automatically just by playing, stuff like killing a certain number of enemies or defeating specific bosses. The game's graphics definitely are not particularly impressive, but the gameplay is solid enough that people simply don't really care, or even find them charming, to be honest. One of the characters is a skeleton on a skateboard that gets faster as you go, which is the kind of silly charm the game has going for it. Once you get into a run with projectiles flying everywhere, it does the job. The game is priced at only about 10 euros if I recall correctly, which is reasonable for what you're getting. And this sentence concludes today's video. If your time was respected, a like or comment is very much appreciated.